All right, good morning. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. We're back in the barn, and the advice of a couple of people, I've brightened things up a little bit. You can DM me, tell me if it's bright enough or you think it needs to be brighter. Too much brightness, you know, it's a dark and dreary world, so we should probably add a little more brightness to our little environment. Listen, I'm just going to go through the shout out. I had a fabulous experience at the Modern Hydronics conference. That's what it was. And had a fabulous conversation with Mike Miller from Takeo, Travis Lowen from NTI, David Skeen from HPAC, Amanda McCracken at HPAC Magazine, Doug, HVAC, HPAC Magazine. Ran into Ty, the Ice Master. Apparently, he's getting into hydronics now. He's looking after some stuff for the company he's working with, which is fabulous. We need more quality individuals in that field. Of course, if you are in Alberta, then you know Carrie with Renai. Great gal. Does a great job with Renai. Always love catching up with Carrie. And I ran into the legend, Kim Butts from Mechanical Systems 2000s. He's been on a bit of a hiatus for the last 5 or 6 years. Has been dealing with some health issues, but I probably talked to him for 20, 25 minutes. I used to take the courses for Techmar with him 20 years ago at the Toad and Turtle. So it was awesome. I ran it. And I forget his name now, and I don't have his business card. He used to be the head of sales for Conematic back in the day, and we installed 30 or 40 of those units for them. And so we had a lovely conversation about the Conematic days and the rise and fall of empires and, this, that, and the other. Of course, Todd Wiggins, who's made a couple of moves lately. He's now with Armstrong. He was up there with John Sigenthal, or however you say his name, and Mike Miller answering hydronic questions. And I was giving him a hard time before he went up there. I said, "Dude, you're with the big dogs." He actually did a really good job. I was impressed. Ran into a couple of Equipco boys, even though they were too shy to come say hi to me. Evan, and I did talk to Cliff. So it's always good to see those dudes. Of course, there's Mike Stringer, Stringer Sales. I had a lovely chat with him on what's going on, the ins and outs, what's crack-a-lacking in the world. And then I ran into Dennis Denwright on Instagram. I think it's Lefevre. I don't know how to say his last name. Anyway, he got robbed by HPAC Magazine. Those are my thoughts, not yours. He, for the second time, came in second place on the best, was it residential boiler install? His was immaculate. Looked really good. Who did he lose to? Those bastards in Eastern Ontario, Far Mechanical. No doubt Tyler Dines paid somebody off to make that happen. But anyway, it was awesome to sort of put some, I communicate with people all day long on the social medias, and it was great to sort of shake hands and face to face and all the rest of that stuff. I mentioned last night that I ran into the McDuff brothers who run Ultrafin, and congratulations to them. They are killing it in the UK. They're actually installing them in churches that are like 700 years old. And they're using those as their showcases. You want to see how the system works? Head down to the big Catholic church. I forget, St. Paul's Cathedral, I want to say. Probably missed that. But anyway, there is just so many wonderful things about this industry. And I know that, many times I'm, on here being critical and sharing things that I think need to improve. But yesterday, for me anyway, it was just, a manifestation of how wonderful it is to be part of this, how connected we truly are. Like, honestly, I saw people that I haven't seen in 20, 25 years. And within 3 seconds, I'm like, dude, how are you? You look great. It's fabulous to see you. and then you rehash a couple old stories and talk about some new things. And obviously, when I was dealing with some of those guys back in 2020 or 2004, 2005, we were mostly residential and doing a lot of that work. Like I say, the Conomatic and the Ultrafin stuff, and haven't really sort of walked away from that in about 2008, 2009, and really haven't gone back to it. Um, and so it was a wonderful experience. I was there from, I don't know, about 1 o'clock till 7:30. Um, and, hats off to the organizers of that, which would be David and Doug and Amanda and whoever else was on that team. I think you guys did just a spectacular job. You had a couple of courses of Hydronics 101, how things work, and you had some industry experts that actually know what the hell they're doing. Question and answers. The PDFs were great. The PowerPoints were great. I don't really have any. I don't have any critiques. I thought it was great. I think that's what a trade show should be. It was in a tight space, so it felt energetic because there was lots of people there, and it wasn't some gargantuan thing where you get lost. The food was good, the company was better, and like I say, I missed out on 100 people. Ran into Rob um, with R&J Mechanical, whoever he's with now. There's too many. Josh from Barclay Sales. Oh, anyway, it was just a bunch of guys from Wolseley. Brian with Caden Pro West Sales. They are now. And anyway, it's a wonderful group of people to be associated with. And like I say, we obviously talked about why there was no boiler build there this time, and everybody's consensus, and I won't name names, but everybody I talked to about that was like, "Listen, man, I think that thing's dying." It was fun for a minute. I think it's been overused, and as I said, there was lots of uh, posing that people were coming and that I better be ready. And I will say this: Ty's like, "So no bar fight today?" I'm like, "I guess not, man. There's no bar fight today." He did ask if I was going to Vegas. Listen, I am not going to do it. I made the mistake last year saying I'm coming no matter what. I'll be there, blah, blah, blah. And then looked like an absolute chump by pulling out like whatever it was 2 weeks, 10 days before because of these boiler builds that I got lined up, real boiler builds. And so I am not going to make that prediction until until I'm on a plane flying down there. I'll say I'm coming. Just because it's winter, it's Alberta, it's our bread and butter, and there's so much going on with both Isaiah and Pete having new babies. By the way, grandkid number 4 showed up on Monday. Just excited to death. Haven't met him yet, but the bloodline lives on. And just it's exciting stuff. It's an exciting time in my life. I hope your life is wonderful and as meaningful, as filled with meaning as mine. I am truly a blessed individual and felt that way yesterday. Is just, I mean, every 4 steps I took, I ran into Doug with Locking Var. Had just a wonderful conversation. Anyway, seriously, every 3 steps, it was like, "Hey, man, how are you?" It was just really awesome to reconnect. And so, shout out again to HPAC for setting that up and making it happen. And listen, there was no freebies. I paid for the whole thing, and it was absolutely worth it. And I didn't walk away with any swag because that's not what I was there for. I gave away a lot of honey. I didn't bring any baker swag because it was, anyway. I am going to hook up with, he knows who he is in Lethbridge, and in the next couple of weeks, and I'll get him some swag. We have the the medium sizes for our more demure trades, men and women. All right, that's it. That's 10 minutes. Just that's the recap. Honestly, if those how they're going to go, a bunch of people asked if I was going to. I think the next one's in. I think Cyfex is in Vancouver. I don't think so. It's a busy life, and what am I going to do in Vancouver besides getting into trouble? But we'll see. Again, I'm not going to make any bold declarations until, and I didn't make any ones about going to this show, just because you never know. The most beautiful thing about my life is I literally have no idea what I'm going to do this afternoon or tomorrow, because we are a very reactionary beast. When people need us, we're on the way. We got a call last night at like 4:00 in the morning, which is why I was downtown at, before sunrise, dealing with some stuff. So it is. I wish everybody the best. I hope everybody has a fabulous day. And if I forgot you in our conversations, because I literally listed off what 20 people, and I promise you I missed half of them. In just trying to do my recollection quickly for this. And anyway, that is it. Everybody that's there, I mean, it's a ghost town there now. And the amazing thing about that, to me, that I sympathize and have empathy for those people, is they're on planes right now, flying all over the world to do it again or do something similar to promote their products and to answer questions and promote the trade. And I think it's great. I could not do that. I very much like my little part of the world and the people that are in it. Anyway, everybody have a fabulous Wednesday, and we'll see you on the next one. We do have a couple more of our interviews lined up. Like you say, it's if you're interested in coming on, and there's 5 or 6 of them there, they're like, yeah, dude, I'll come on. I'm like, okay, you let me know what your schedule is and we'll make it happen. And I think you can see where this is going. If you have some ideas or some thoughts on what could be better or what could be worse, then hit me up, put me in the comments. I'm here. I can take any criticisms there are. Broad shoulders and thick skin, baby. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Out.